All right, she's all done. Just got to drop the interior in, but all the rigging's complete. Got the new 300R Sportmaster gear case. Took the jack plate, hydraulic here. I actually raised it up a couple inches on the transom, so it wasn't sitting so low because the prior engine was a shorty mid. So I want to get that up and out there. So inside the boat, like I said, I didn't put the interior in. I forgot to clean that carpet. It's bothering me, obviously. So I'll power everything up here before I go up there. New gas tank. It's the new one from Liberator, so lower profile than the old one. I did end up going with these Odyssey Extreme AGM 24s. I had a whole fancy lithium setup in here with digital voltage relay sensors and all this, but I chickened out. Not supposed to run them on here, so until we get a better system in place, I'll go with these. So these are all brand new. We ran wiring down here. That's the relay system and everything for the hydraulic jack plate. I'm going to turn these on. Power up in the front. There's the other battery. Now this is the power cables that run up to the amplifier up front. There's a big system of cables back here. And then there's an 80 amp breaker right there. So that's everything running through. Used to be a rigging hole here. Not happy with this, but for now that's what we're doing. So yeah, big thing I put in, added a lot of weight between the batteries and the stereo, but these are all Fusion XS 7.7s. And then up there in the front is a 10-inch Fusion XS sub. The receiver for everything is a MSBB 100, and that's mounted all the way up there in the front. It's a hidden receiver. It's the VesselView 903, and we can replaced all the switches, blue LED switches. I'm getting the labels for them and everything. It's a little dirty. This powers up the Neo 2K network. Obviously, this was already here. That's the jack plate gauge. I did install a new hot foot. This is the new Teleflex Pro pedal. It has an enclosure off to the side, so it doesn't have all those exposed rigging adapters. There's actually a rotating wheel inside there. It is the smoothest hot foot I've ever had. Obviously, this is a non-DTS model, so it's mechanical, so it does have a shift and throttle linkage. Put some lights on in here. There we go. So there is blue LED lights everywhere, front and back. I can show you up front here real quick. This was a cluster, but there's the Fusion receiver. There's a Fusion 1900 amp 5-channel amplifier that powers the speakers and sub. And then there's the antenna above it, run up to the front. There's the sub down there. So there's the VesselView 903. Obviously, there's multiple different displays you can have. It has the trim right here. Pretty nice setup. Instantaneous fuel economy, distance to empty. Obviously, we have the engine coolant temperature, coolant pressure, so water pressure. There's a ton of different screens you can get on here. Obviously you can get the voltage, how many gallons. You can add a ton more stuff to it. Coolant pressure, trip information. There's vessel control, audio. So if I turn on the Fusion head unit over here, it turns the audio on. It's Bluetooth through everything. So, it's pretty ridiculous. What's nice is in here. This is the power for the subwoofer. You can turn it up and down. This is a USB port if you want to charge your cell phone or you want to stream music through a USB port. This vessel view system is unbelievable. Let's see. And so here's the other screen. You could just have temperature, RPM, mile per hour up top. It does have mile per hour recalls and everything. You can set all that up for that type of display. There's a ton of different displays you can just swipe through on this. I did have to obviously change out the ignition. I did put all new throttle and shift cables in here. These are the Dometic, which is the new Teleflex Extreme, called Dometic. So I'm gonna drop the interior in, and then I'm gonna try and get out in the water this weekend or early next week, and give it a shot. So I'm excited. See how it goes.